Hi, I'm Murphy, and this is my channel, Murphy's Every Whim, where I talk about books. Because I love to talk about books, and I love talking to booktube, obviously. So today I have a little bit different thing. Hopefully this will be very short. I've been trying to be able to make short videos, but I like to talk about books, so I just keep talking. Someday I just want to make a video where I take a book, no plan, no anything, and I just jabber about that book. We'll see how that goes. So I had done the booktube newbie tag, and one of the questions in there was, what questions do I have for other booktubers? And I said at the time, I don't have questions, they'll just organically happen as we go along. And so I have some questions for booktube, asking for a friend, of course. And so these are questions about making YouTube videos. First question, first of all, a disclaimer. I don't plan to monetize. That just seems like not the point of what I'm trying to do here. I'm not rich, but I'm comfortable, and HWC and I have enough money to live out the rest of our lives because of retirement plans that we've been part of. And so we're comfortable. I don't need the money. It seems like too much trouble. That's just another layer of things to take care of. I'm sure I'd have to report that on taxes. That's, it won't be much, but you still have to report it. That's another step. It's not why I'm here. When I started my book blog, which I've had since, I can't remember, 2008, I have three subscribers, and one of them is my sister. I get, on an average, 8 views per blog post. And yet, I still do it because it's the actual thinking about books and writing about them that I want. I had a little hiatus toward the end of my career. It's because life was getting hard, hence why I retired. But I still would do this, even if I only had a couple of viewers. On the other hand, I acknowledge that I get the warm fuzzies when I get a new subscriber, or I find out that a video had, more than the average number of views, or I get comments that, are engaging, or show that they had an interest. I like those warm fuzzies. So I would like to do just a small amount of promotion. So that's part of what one of the questions is about. So, first question. Do you use other platforms? And if so, how? For instance, I'm on Instagram. I don't use it very much. In fact, I don't get on. I'm not the sort that will just scroll through things if it's not highlighted. For instance, I'm on Facebook, but I never scroll on Facebook. I just look to see which of my friends are on and which have posted recently, and just look at their posts. And that's all I do on Facebook. And on Instagram right now, I'm doing even less. But do you use other platforms? Do you use Instagram? If so, how? One reason to use Instagram, I guess, would be to post a short. But Instagram, as far as I know, doesn't allow you to put a link in the description. So how do you relate that to YouTube? Anyway, so do you use other platforms, and how? Second question. Where do you put your tags when you create a video? And it seems to me there are 3 places to put tags. Maybe there are more. You might put them in the title. You might put them in the description. Or when you've uploaded a video and you go to YouTube Studio, and that's where I go to put in the description and upload a thumbnail if I happen to have one, and then do other settings, put it into a playlist, and so on. I do that in YouTube Studio. And in there, if you go down to the more options, there's a place that you can put tags in. So, where do you put your tags in your video? In the title, in the description, in the tag prompt in YouTube Studio, or some other place, or all 3? How do you go about doing that? The last question is, if you record more than one video in a day, do you change your clothes? So I like to come up with ideas for videos and put all the information that I need together. And since there's only certain times I feel like I can record videos, mostly when HWC is not in the house, although I have done it once when he was in the house, it was just I had thought about it too much. I like for him to not be here. I like for it to be daytime. Sorry, I just kicked the tripod. I like to have it at a time when my brain is working its best. And so I come up with ideas, write scripts if I'm going to write scripts, collect all the information, collect the books that I want to show on screen, and then make several videos in a row. And then I'll let them fester and then edit them and put them out on YouTube, staggered. And for when I was doing this, I would change my shirt for or at least change something about how I looked for every video. So if you record more than one video at a time, do you change clothes? Do you change earrings? What do you do? So that people can't tell that that's what you're doing, or does it matter? It's early afternoon. If it gets too much later in the afternoon, the sun will be in a bad spot and I'd have to move to a different place in the room. It's a beautiful day, and I had a great meal last night with my family, and I'm going to go eat some leftovers. So I'll hopefully see you next time so I can get some of those warm fuzzies. Take care. Last question is, sorry, the last question, I have something in my lap and it just slipped out.